We're not having 2,000 people show up and we don't pay them a lot, so we're kind of a bit more at the mercy of their negotiations. So it's a little more fluid than we'd like it to be.
17?
Which genres do you believe will be most well received, acoustic cover?
Well, I definitely think the drag queen, because a lot of people are excited about that. And I also think the rappers, because they both have like pretty huge followings, both in Rhode Island and New York. But overall, I think every performer that we have is probably gonna attract people in some way and be well received by students.
Yeah, the band senior discount is kind of punk pop, and that's new for us, and they have kind of a large Rhode Island following, and we all really...
They actually opened, no, it was one of the rappers opened for J. Cole at Lupo's. I think it was Renaissance. They opened for J. Cole. And also the comedians are really funny. I've heard some of their stuff. So.
A lot went into it to picking exactly who we were going to have, so we're pretty sure you guys are going to like it.
And the last question.
what makes you choose the genres?
Well, like I said, we did want to have some diversity with the acts and not just have like one specific genre. So that's basically where it came from. We wanted to do an acoustic and maybe like a punk band, maybe a rapper. So in the end, I think we ended up like achieving that and getting a good variety of talent.
Who goes the questions?
And we just have like a little quick PowerPoint to show you guys. This is kind of like our fun to like get people to buy tickets, but basically just like it's gonna show you guys like how like devastated the communities were by this happening. So this is we had for our panel today. The event details is on Monday, February 4th from 6 to 9 p.m. Pepsi. Tickets are $5, and you can see your list to get tickets if you want to buy them today. These are just pictures like done by the boardwalk of like usually felt different businesses and organizations. These are like people's houses and just like there's actually a student in our class who like that's something that happened to her. A tree like fell in her house, and that's something like her family's like working to like still take care of and repair. And these are just more fictional houses, and that's the logo of the Restore the Shore event, which I'm sure some of you saw on MTV. And then here's just a couple of quick facts about the American Red Cross and other organizations that we're working with and doing. And is there any other questions that anybody wants to ask the panel over here?
I have a question. How do you decide which committee you're on? As a student, do you self-select, or does Professor Covino assign you to committees?
Yeah, we got to choose. She put all the committees up on the board, and it was kind of like a not really first come first serve, just as long as there were enough people in each committee to have it run successfully.
Sometimes I encourage people to move to another committee if one's smaller, kind of give them a love tap one way or
Basically,
the
you have
other.
a strength in some area.
And usually it works, you know, like in any class, there's probably 8 people that don't do anything, right? Right, to kind of opt out, but you know, I'm so lucky to have such strong students that really come through and really pull for this event. So it's just like anything, you have your strong, you have your kind of people that are in the middle, you need the glue in the middle, and you have a couple people that just kind of go with the flow and kind of tag along, right?
Can you show up later to doors close at a certain time?
Yeah, anytime. I would get there before 8 o'clock though, because we're going to save the final raffle for the end so that we keep students there a little bit longer through all the acts. But we try to end at 9. There's actually a strategy for that because, you know, because it's a class event, you know, it's kind of like a mandatory class event. These guys don't act like that at all, but you know, the fact is it's a class project. We recognize that at a certain time, students are like, okay, I have other things to do now, you know? It comes 8:30 or 9, they have to go, you know, study, get back to work, and get on with their life. So we try to keep it really tight, 6 to 9, action-packed, lots of raffle items, moving very quickly so that no one's bored and you guys all feel like, hey, that was great. That's kind of our formula for success so far.
The performers that you guys got, is it like, are they volunteering?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And was that hard to do, or was it good, it was like easy to do because of like the cause?
I mean, it was, some of them like expected stuff, but for the most part, everyone was willing to do it. We told them about the cause, and a lot of them, also it's free publicity for them, so they were excited to do it for the most part. And
We're
they really had
treating them well
problems.
too. We're gonna have a
Yeah.
green room for them, and they'll have hospitality, and they'll be met, and, you know, have some greeters, and we hope to plan to bring them around to the cafeterias. A couple of, maybe our couple of drag artists and senior discount, we're hoping to hit some of the cafeterias, so students get excited about going.
Any other questions?
Will you guys have like another table set up like the day of? Or are you just gonna do like tables at the door on Monday?
Yeah, that day we're just gonna do tickets at the door, but, you're more than welcome to come whenever you want, like, there's no time restrictions. Whenever you come, we're welcome you, so.
It's a good suggestion.
Yeah, I was gonna go to that too.
That's a good suggestion.
Do you think it's gonna be like your best concert in all of them, just because it's such a like have you had
Jeez,
like
I hate to say that because everybody hears that other concerts with me, and I always feel like it's like my baby. You know, everyone's a great one. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like, I just really love doing this and working with the students in this kind of capacity. So each one has had a success. You know, for like just even that small success of being able to bring that check over to the Hasbro, you know, Ronald McDonald House and seeing how they responded, or, you know, everyone has had a success, but I'm hoping that this is our greatest one. That's what I hope every time. I've never been disappointed, you know, ever. Is anybody taking this in the spring? The spring, Professor Gilbert's teaching it, and there's actually 2 sections of it, and there's an opportunity to work with the marketing department. So kind of bummed I don't get to teach it in the spring, but I have taught a lot of sections of it, so I'll probably be doing it again next fall, I would assume.
Do we have one more in the back, or are you all set?
So who's gonna come? Anybody gonna come?
You can buy tickets right now if you want.
As long as they show up to class the next day.
They get extra credit for going?
Sure.
Ooh, see, I negotiate. Like that.